But normally you put water on a fire, it goes out, right? And this doesn't.
After Hilliard's explosive battery fire on Tuesday, hear from the experts on how to prevent a lithium-ion battery fire in your own home. Plus, after several days on the run, an Idaho man arrested for a deadly Post Falls shooting.
We have warm temperatures and sunshine dominating the forecast. We'll talk the possibility of a little patchy fall.
Good evening and thank you for joining us for the KREM 2 Night Report. I'm Mark Hanrahan. New tonight, after several days on the run, the suspect accused of shooting and killing a man in Post Falls over the weekend is now sitting behind bars tonight. Post Falls police say 47-year-old Jason Rook was arrested in Coeur d'Alene without incident today. Rook is believed to have shot and killed a 46-year-old man in Post Falls on Sunday. He is now facing burglary and murder charges. He is currently being held in the Kootenai County Jail on a $1 million bond. Tonight, a warning from firefighters. The day after a fast-moving, intense fire tore through a lithium-ion battery facility in Hilliard, firefighters are warning about the battery's risks and why fighting those fires is just so difficult. KREM 2's Connor McAvoy has more tonight. Connor?
Spokane firefighters say this is the largest lithium-ion battery fire ever in Spokane County. One firefighter we spoke with says these types of fires are on the rise and they're harder to put out compared to others. Fire Tuesday morning at Max Amp's lithium batteries destroyed the inside of the factory and forced people in the building and a nearby home to evacuate. In the aftermath, Spokane firefighters are saying what they believe everyone should know.
Lithium-ion batteries are everywhere. Literally, I'm wearing one right now.
Brett Anderson with the Spokane Valley Fire Department shows what different devices require the use of these batteries. That includes the radios the department uses to communicate with each other.
All the way down to your little GoPro, right?
Anderson says it takes oxygen, heat, and fuel for a fire to start and then requires water to put it out. But when it's a battery on fire, Anderson says it's not that simple.
They have their own self-sustaining chemical reaction, and they make their own oxygen. So us putting water on it doesn't take the oxygen away because the chemical reaction's making its own.
In that situation, Anderson says firefighters often pour larger amounts of water than usual on the fire to keep the heat source as contained as possible. And it's a type of fire he's seen only grow in the last decade.
What we saw 10 years ago compared to today is 180 degrees different from each other.
He says Spokane Valley firefighters responded to half a dozen lithium-ion battery-caused fires in 2024. The Coeur d'Alene Fire Department responded to a lithium-ion battery fire at one of their police buildings in June of 2024. And a Hayden business lost a majority of their physical building from what was later found as a lithium-ion battery charger caused fire. Anderson says a big reason for the rise in fires is the evolution of technology.
Those batteries and those devices that were just starting to get purchased 10 years ago are getting old enough that people are disposing of. And now we're seeing fires in that disposal route.
Anderson says the best way to prevent these fires is to stay in the room when charging devices using them, storing them safely away when not using them, and disposing them not in the garbage, but in the recycling.
We're really encouraging people to follow the right path for disposal.
The website Battery Smart Spokane has more information on ways you can dispose of these batteries and devices using them properly. We have a link to that information on our website. Connor McAvoy, KREM 2 News.
All right, Connor, thank you very much. Well, it seems like we are saying goodbye to winter and hello to spring with these warmer temperatures. Let's get right on over to Chief Meteorologist Jeremy the Goo. And Jeremy, I feel like we have earned these nice days ahead.
Oh boy, have we, especially since winter took so long to start and then all of a sudden it hit with vengeance. And here we all were going, what's happening? We have a little bit of cloud cover right now. A little bit of cloud cover is going to do a decent job of keeping us slightly warmer overnight. Maybe warmer than we anticipated. Right now, temperatures sit in the 30s, but we topped out in the 50s today. 51 here in Spokane, and it's been 69 days since we did it. 2 years ago, 127 days. So this was a relatively short stretch from December until now. Not much going on in satellite and radar until you zoom all the way out. A little bit of cloud cover rounding out a ridge of high pressure sitting over the top of us. And that means patchy fog and sunshine. 53 tomorrow, 55 on Friday, 56 on Saturday. We've got a beautiful few days ahead.
Thank you very much. And now to our night beat with a quick look at the day's top stories. 2 people now know their fate for a 6-week crime spree in 2022. Zachary Holt and Desmonique Tensley were convicted of committing home invasions, a robbery, and killing Gail and Jeremy Neal in Keller, Washington, then shooting a tribal officer in the forearm during a pursuit. Today, both were sentenced to life in prison for 17 crimes, including counts of felony murder, attempted murder of a federal officer, assault of a federal officer, attempted robbery, and firearms charges. The sexual assault case against Pullman Police Chief Jake Opgennorth has been dismissed. He was accused of domestic violence and sexual assault by his ex-girlfriend. Well, today a judge denied a protection order for the accuser and a separate harassment order requested by Opgennorth. That case is essentially over now, but both sides can appeal. Today, Spokane Police Chief Kevin Hall was in Washington, D.C. to testify on Capitol Hill about fentanyl's impact in Spokane. Chief Hall urged Congress to pass Washington Senator Maria Cantwell's Stop Smuggling Illicit Synthetic Drugs on U.S. Transportation Networks Act. In his testimony, he cited several statewide incidents, including when Spokane police intercepted fentanyl traffickers who were using I-90 to transport the drug from the Tri-Cities.
Interdicting fentanyl requires strong partnerships between local, state, federal, and tribal agencies. We must enhance these collaborations with improved technology and resources. That is why I respectfully urge Congress to pass the Stop Smuggling Illicit Synthetic Drugs on U.S. Transportation Networks Act.
Chief Hall says the legislation would expand simple technologies like drive-through X-ray sensors, canine resources, and vapor technologies. And that was a look at your night beat. For more information on any of these stories, just head to our website. That's KREM.com. Well, finding affordable housing in North Idaho can certainly be a challenge, but one project hopes to provide another option for prospective renters. We'll explain coming up. And still ahead tonight, the Supreme Court considering a case that could change how discrimination claims are handled. More on that still ahead tonight.